Hello everybody, this is Rita Holmes, back from vacation, back from a couple weeks of not having a Saturday video, and I'm so glad to be back here with all my friends and stuff. So I'm here for my Simply Saturday video, which is going to be a short video because it's an easy video, and I'm using something that I think is so cute, and I haven't used it yet, so you know we need to do that. I'm going to make sure my I can see I can see me when I go to craft, and my computer wants to run slow. I don't know what its problem is. It's like me, it just doesn't want to run fast. But anyway, so here I am, and had a great vacation. I'm glad to be home. I've had a few things that I had to do. This week's been a busy week. I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. But before I get into anything, I do want to let you know that today is the last day to sign up for my world card making event that I'm holding at my church. I have sent flyers out about it to my email list. I have put it on my Facebook group, my Facebook page, and that. So I hope you saw it. If you want to sign up, make sure that you RSVP and Venmo me. You can read all about that on the flyer and what all it's going to entail and stuff. So just let me know if you are interested and that you are going to join that. So outside of that, we got some up and coming news next week for Stampin' Up. I won't go into that until Tuesday. What else? We just got over our sale of the stamp sale, which the stamps were 15% off, not bundles, but the stamps were, it was a one-time only sale. I also put that out in my newsletter and on my pages too. So if you got to take advantage of that, great. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I didn't really take advantage. I placed an order, but my stuff wasn't on sale, of course. But anyway, because I had to order some other stuff, some supplies. So anyway, I think that's about it. I'm going to turn my camera down, let you see my card, and then I'm going to make it. I'm going to actually make two, like I always do. Make sure you comment in the comments, because I will give away a card. Whoever commented, your name will go on my spinning wheel, and my spinning wheel picks the winner, and I'll send a card out. So you want to make sure, if you're watching this, no matter what platform you're on, Facebook group, Facebook page, YouTube, just comment in the comment sections, and I will get those names off of all three platforms and put them on my spinning wheel. So outside of that, I think that's about it. I think we're going to turn our camera down. How about that? Let's go. There we go. See me again. No cat on the table. Did you notice that? I'm going to bring the camera down. And here is my card. It's the fluffy squirrel. Isn't he the cutest little thing? I just think he's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. So anyway, we are going to do him. It is a quick card. Let me show you the set. It is called Fluffy Squirrel. And that is this right here, if you haven't seen it. You know what? It's in the new mini catalog, I believe. I don't think it's online exclusive. I should know that. Shouldn't I know that? It's not. It's in the mini catalog. So let me show it to you in the catalog. I should know those things. Page 49, and I should have known that too, because I had just looked it up. He's right here. So there are some cute ideas with him, and then there's a builder punch for him, and you can get it as a bundle for $41.25. But that's the stamp set and the punch, which is right here. And it punches the squirrel and a little acorn. And that is both on my cards. So let me show you that. It's just really cute. He's holding a little acorn because it says, "Go nuts, it's your birthday." And then I just stamped him again on the inside because I think he's just way too cute. And you could make this girly. You could make it for a guy. Whatever you want to do. The stamp set does have a little flower he can hold, a birthday gift, and a little acorn. I chose to do the acorn because I just think he's cute because it says "Go nuts," and I thought, he needs to hold an acorn. So let's get started. Let's get started. And I'm going to use two different here. I got two different size papers I'm using on that because that's basically where we can just use scrap up. But I am using the crumb cake card base that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we're going to fold. We are going to fold that in half and make our card bases. So let's just do that real quick. And there's our two cards. Now what I'm going to do is, this one is cut just a little bit smaller because I had to scrap that size, so I went with it. These are cut 3 by 3s here. These are cut 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So you're going to see that it's not going to really matter. This is the second largest stylish shaped circle, and we're going to use a yellow one here and a Cajun Craze one here. Makes him a little bright, doesn't it? And then we have basic beige for the inside. And you know what I didn't get was a scrap of basic beige for my squirrel. So here we go. Here we go. We're going to stamp our squirrel. You can do this both ways. You can stamp the inside of him first, or you can stamp the outline. I'm going to stamp this one. Maybe I'll do it both ways because I'm going to stamp 4 squirrels. So let's do this one first. Make sure we ink that good. And you guys do know that, and I always forget, but I just thought about it, that you can use the piercing mat if you're using these photopolymer stamps and you're not real heavy-handed like me. I'm very heavy-handed. So I'm going to move my camera up a little bit so I can stay in the screen. Give me more room. So I am, oh, I got his eye too dirty. The one's got a splotchy eye. What I did. That pad is kind of juicy. Oh, I'm not going to. I'm going to turn this over. I didn't like him. So, I'm going to stamp him. I'm going to stamp him again. We're going to stamp him 4 times. Never thought about that when I made him. I could have stamped some of him beforehand. So I am stamping his base, the solid part of him first. Then I'm going to bring in Memento Black, and I'm going to use the this is just the outline stamp. And with this, you can line up. And I tell you where's a good place to line up is at the eye. And, whoops, I need more ink on his tail. There we go. But line up that eye and his little ear. We should look good. We should. There we go. Sometimes I like to stamp the outline first, but on this, I felt like I did much better doing the solid part first. So it really is personal preference on that, if you ask me. And that's why you want a nice image on his eye, because you can see how that makes the outline of his eye. So you just want to get that eye straight. One more time. I actually love using punches. So I was excited when they came out with this. So there is our squirrels. Now before I close this up, I am going to, you know what, I didn't need 4 squirrels. I only needed 2 because I'm going to stamp him right on the paper there. So we're going to leave him out. What was I thinking? Wasn't thinking. That's what I get. I'm going to stamp me some acorns. I'm going to stamp one there. I'll go up here and stamp one because I know it's going to spit out some paper that I don't want it to spit out. I only need 2. Okay, let me close this up before I get my fingers in it. Y'all don't want that because wouldn't look good if I did. So let's take this and we will punch our squirrels. I just want to try to make sure I get it in there kind of even. And there I have a blank I'll save my other 2 for later. Okay, there's my 2 squirrels, one for each card. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little part here and I'm just going to punch me out this acorn. There's 1. I only need 2. I'll go down to this one, that'll be easier. And there we go. We have our 2 acorns and a little bit of extra. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting hot. I had this little sweater thing on because I was down here cold earlier. I thought I don't want to be cold. So there we go. Let's move this. We'll move that out of the way. What we're going to do with our little acorns, I'm just going to take one of the watercolor pencils. I'm not going to watercolor. I'm just going to color in the top of my acorn. There's 1. And 2, and then I'm going to take This is a real fine Sharpie that I've got. It's really fine. Look at the ink on me. Ooh. Inky, inky. And I'm just going to take and make some little hash marks on my acorn to make it look a little bit more realistic. There we go. So we have that. And that's easy. That doesn't, it just makes your little acorns look more realistic. I'm going to wipe this ink off of my fingers, because if I don't, I may mess up my cards. And I don't want to mess up my cards if I can help it. I don't know how I did that, but leave it to me. I'm very good at stuff like that. Okay, let's put our cards together. We have the squirrels. We are going to stamp these real quick. And I've got this, it's a little hashtag. Kind of looks like what I just did. And I'm going to take my black, no, I took early espresso and did that. We're going to take early espresso. And I'm just going to take and make some hash marks. And you don't really have to necessarily fill it all in. But I just want to make sure that they're going to show when I put him on there. And there we go. And there we go. And all I'm going to do is take a paper towel and wipe that off really good. That's one thing good about using the glass mat. You don't always have to put something underneath there. Okay, let's bring our cards in. Before we put our paper on, let's stamp our saying so that we have room for it mainly. So we'll use the early espresso again. And I just got that all over that. So let's see if I can do this without getting it all over everything else. Pretty good. See, the second time's a charm. Did it. Yay. I sure made a mess of the stamp. Told you that pad is juicy. Thanks to me. When I re-inked it, I inked it too juicy. Okay, and all we're going to do on this one is I'm going to take, and I'm just going to add these at a diagonal. And I'm using the dark side instead of the striped this time. So I'm just going to make a mess is what I'm going to do. And then I'll take this one. And I think I want my yellow to show a lot since I'm going to use a yellow backing. So there we go with those two. Now let's put these two on. These are really simple cards to do. And this one's easier to place because it's not as big. Okay, what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to turn them over, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. I'm going to add those to my cards. Going to add that right here, and then I'll put my squirrel in a second. So you can see how fast these go together, which is nice. And he's a cute little guy. I love squirrels. I know they can wreak havoc of your yard and all kinds of stuff, but to me they're still too cute. Okay, we have those on. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to put it right on the back of his little paw. Got one on him. And we'll do him. Did I tell you the color I did was pecan pie on the... And I used basic beige. I didn't want him real white because squirrels aren't real white. They have a lot of the browns mixed in them. And I'm just going to take his little acorn and stick it right there on the back of his hand. Or paw. Or whatever you want to call it. His little paw. We have a squirrel in our backyard. He comes every day and eats. I call him Squirrely. My husband feeds him. He's like way fat. He's like the ruler of the squirrel feeder. We have a squirrel feeder. And he doesn't bother the bird feeders because he gets too full on his squirrel food. We went today and bought him some peanuts. Well, little spoiled squirrel in our backyard. But when we put the peanuts out, we get the blue jays coming. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to peel these off of the, and then I'm just going to center my squirrel here with his little nut. And then what I did after that, I'll get this one on, and just the top of the acorn, the little hat of the acorn, I did some little Winkostella on that. I made it a little shiny. So let's take that. And since I used a Sharpie, it's not going to bleed where I did the little hash marks. And there we go for that. Now to do our inside, and you know, I am going to do the squirrels on here, and then what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to do the outline first and then do the inside so I can show you both ways of doing this. And then you can decide which way you think you might like the best. And if you don't have the squirrel, you might want to get him. He's awfully cute. Plus, it's a good thing for masculine cards or squirrel hunters. Or anybody that likes squirrels. They're just cute. Or they're cute in my book. You see, I never put that mat back down because I'm so heavy-handed. I just can't get used to using that. Now we're going to do the inside of him, and I'll just show you how that works. See if I can hit the mark this way. Oh, and then I want to put my embellishments on. Oh, I forgot to put that little ribbon on there. Wow. Maybe we can add it. Here I am getting ink all over me again. I guess I'm just so excited to do a video, forget what I'm doing. So I am going to, again, line up the eye because I can see it. And hope for the, looks pretty good. And he'll dry lighter. Of course, you guys know that. And then I got a little bit of ink in his eye, and I don't want that. So I'm going to get that out and re-inking. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. So there we go. And that's our inside. Now, close this back up. I get enough ink on me with closing them up, let alone if I didn't. Let's put these on, and then I'm going to try to get that ribbon on there because I like it. And I forgot it. I'm just so excited to be back and doing my videos. I missed doing them while I was gone. There's that one. So these are pretty simple. That's why I did it today, because they're so simple. Okay, let me see if I can take a piece of this. I'm gonna cut it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and see if I can lift this up. But first, before I do that, all I did was add a glue dot under where it's going to go here. I have to trim that again, but that works good. Trim that. So we have a piece under there. There we go. I'm going to cut this one down a little bit. There we go. There's that one. And then we will put one on here. Oops, need a little glue dot. That just helps hold it in place and under here. Let's see how far up there I can get it. See if there we go. Let's trim that just a little bit more. And this one at a little bit better angle. And then we're going to put some jewels on there, some little gems. These are Calypso Coral, so they go with either one of them. So I'm just going to add some to the card. Oops. Okay, little guy. You decide to flip backwards. No flipping backwards. So I want you to work. So there we go. There is our 2 cards that we made just now. And then there is a card that I made earlier. But you could use any kind of paper with your squirrel. This one's awfully bright, but that's cute too. But I just want to show different ways that it could be made. And they all have the little squirrel on the inside. So, just really, really a cute card. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a fun little stamp set. I got it because I like the squirrel and I wanted to share him with you. So I hope you guys get creative and with whatever you do, even just using the layout of the card and using other things, that's great too. So just be creative, and if you don't mind, give me, especially on my YouTube channel, to subscribe, because that helps me out a lot on my channel, and on my Facebook groups and that. If you'll like or follow me, I would sure appreciate that, because that really helps me. And give me reviews, especially on my Facebook page, my business page, because there is a place for reviews, and that would help me a lot too. So I just wanted to ask of that, if you guys don't mind. And I will see you. I will be back Tuesday for my regular Tuesday video. So I hope to see you all then. And until then, stay healthy, be creative, and be safe. Bye.